my name is Father Moses McPherson. I'm the rector here at Holy Mother of God Orthodox Church in Georgetown, Texas. I want to welcome you to our parish, and I want to give you a little bit of insight into what it's like to visit an Orthodox church for the first time. Please keep in mind that you're not going to offend us in any way. We obviously know when people are visitors or when they're not Orthodox Christians because they're not familiar with all of the customs, the signs, and the movements that we do during the service. This is just fine. Everybody has to start somewhere, and we understand that you may not know how to do these things, but it won't offend us in any way. When you come to the church, the most important thing to do is come to pray. Just come and stand silently. If you're not sure what you're doing during the service, that's totally fine. Somebody can show you, or if you need to move or something is happening in the service, somebody will notify you. The most important thing is to come and to pray, and just to be with us during the service, hearing, listening to the liturgy, listening to the hymnography, smelling the incense, taking in the sermon, and just taking in the overall service. Now, the purpose of this video is to give you a sense of what to expect during the service. Our liturgy starts at 9:30 a.m. on Sunday morning, and it lasts till around 11:30 a.m. The majority of the service is spent standing, so please wear some comfortable shoes. During the sermon, we all sit down and listen to what we call the homily, but if you're sick or infirm or elderly or you're not able to stand, there are seating around the perimeter of the church where you're able to sit down and rest as needed. The next issue that we want to look at is what should we wear to liturgy? Well, the most important thing is to think of something like a summer wedding. You want to wear something that is casual, formal. So we don't want to wear the things that we wear on the street as, shorts and flip-flops and these sort of things. Men should wear slacks and some type of collared shirt, at least even just a polo. We ask that women wear a knee-length skirt or dress, that they would dress modestly in the upper body as well, with their shoulders covered and their front and back covered as well. We have head coverings that are available for women, but for visitors, they are not required. We humbly ask that you would just pay attention to being modest in your dress code and not wearing anything that's overly revealing or too tight, or anything that is going to draw attention to yourself. Now, if you have children, I just have to come out and say it's a humbling event for all of us. I have 5 sons myself, and there's no way to predict what their behavior is going to be on any given Sunday. You always plan for the best and expect somewhere in between of what you're actually going to get out of them. The main thing is that our children are part of the Divine Liturgy. They are actually immersed in the prayers of the church. So we don't have Sunday school or any other type of distraction. Now, this can be very challenging, obviously, if a child has not been in church for a 2-hour stretch of time previously. So we have a small area in the back of the church here where we have the families with children stand. If your children gets rambunctious or starts to make noise or starts to talk or needs to stretch their legs, please, nobody will be offended. Just take them out of the service, take them for a walk around the church one time, do those things, and then just come back in and sit down. It's never an easy situation having children, and it's never easy having them in church because it's obviously a different tempo, you could say, than what they're used to. But we would just encourage you, bring the children. Nobody's going to be offended. Everybody has been through this before, and just have them come and be in as much of the service as is possible. Now, at the end of our Sunday service, we have coffee hour. This is a communal meal. Obviously, if you're a visitor, we want you to stay with us. There's no cost or expectation to bring food on Sunday morning. All of that is already provided, but we just ask, please come and have a meal with us. Hang out for half an hour or so, maybe even an hour, and just enjoy the company and the fellowship. So much of our life as Orthodox Christians is a communal event around our church family. You will find with each one of us that our lives and our individual families are really centered and revolve around the life of the church, its services, the prayer life, the fasting, all of these things that we do in community together. So please, if you come on a Sunday morning, stay around afterwards, get to know other people and hear about their story and how they became Orthodox as well.
God is with us. Glory to the Father.
I want to thank you for coming and visiting us and for experiencing ancient Christianity, services that are over 1,700 years old, and praying like the early Christians did before there was ever a Bible, before there was any kind of even notion of denominations, but just one holy Catholic and Apostolic Church. And I want you to know that if you need more information about our service or service times, please check our website. There's a parish calendar. All of those times are up to date. May God bless you. May God keep you safe and protect you.